So I'm Frédéric De Geysel, and I'm the coordinator of the Tomorrowland Foundation.
Frederick, last year we were talking a little bit about some of the different programs that you all were working on this year, hoping to get an update. What are we looking at for the end of 2026, going into 2027 with Tomorrowland Foundation?
Well, a lot have happened since we saw each other last year. Good news is that we opened a fourth music and art school in the meanwhile. So late end of April, we opened a music and art school in South Africa,
Wow.
in Langrek, together with the local NGO, which is the Langrek Community Center. And so they're already working with those kids living in the township of that area with soup kitchens and childcares and things like that.
Yeah.
But this time we built them a space, a dedicated space for music, art, and any kind of self-expressions. So that's a big news for us, obviously.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
What goes into something like this? You come and some people see the end results, but a lot of people don't know what goes in behind the scenes in the weeks and the months and the partnerships.
Yeah, well, it all starts, of course, with finding a good partner, obviously, finding a partner who has proven its good work, and there are a lot of them. On 99.9% of NGOs are extremely trustworthy,
Yeah.
working very hard every day. A lot of them have to struggle really to get funds and to find sponsors. So, and we have to find a good partner at the starting point, a partner who has proven they work with vulnerable children and youngs, because that's what we aim for,
Right.
and also partners who work on a scholarship system. So that's what we aim for. What we notice when talking to these NGOs that is that they have very limited resources. So if they find sponsors, mostly they want to invest in classical schooling, being able to read and write, which makes sense because that's the basic.
Right.
But they have very hard in finding people who want to fund creative self-expression
Yeah.
in any way and form. And that's where we step in.
Of course, of course. What has been some of the impacts that you have gotten from the NGOs that you are working with?
Well, we've been doing this for over 8 years, so we really start seeing impacts. I could almost say that the first generation of kids is graduating at the moment. When we opened the school in Nepal in 2018, well, do the math, kids who were at that time 12, 13 years old, they are now 18 to 19 years old. They have grown into young adults. In the transition from being a kid to being a young adult and eventually becoming an adult, the role the music and art school played was very crucial for them.
Yeah.
It made them self-confident. They're allowed to speak up. They're there to speak up. Yeah, and it grew them into self-confident adults.